Well, hello, and we're going to continue reading Mark. We're up to chapter 3. So, Kai Ace Aelthen, this is from Ace Erchomai, and he went again into the synagogue. Kai Ain, and Amy early in the sentence is often preparatory, and there was Eke there, a man, Econ participle having Tankera, his hand, ex ramenain. This is from Xerino. Xerino means to dry up, and here in the sense of withered. So a dried up hand, a withered hand. Kai paraterun, this is from Parataria. There's no subject here, we're meant to understand the Pharisees, presumably. And it's to keep watch over, paratario. So they were keeping watch, they were keeping a lookout on him, watching him closely. If therapuse, he will heal him tois sabbasin on the Sabbath. Hina, in order that they might make an accusation, that's aorist subjunctive, of him. Generally, categorio takes a genitive. In order that they might accuse him, literally make an accusation of him. Historic present, and he says to the man, to goes with the ekonti, the dative participle, the one having. Now in place, instead of using the participle as is up here, he just uses a simple adjective, probably for variation, but the two are cognate, of course, xeros. We get our word Xerox machine from this, meaning dry, hence here withered. So he says to the man who has the withered hand, egere, imperative, literally get up into the middle. So get yourself up and come into the middle. And he says to him, historic present, to them, and this is the Pharisees, and we get a question here, exestin, is it lawful on the Sabbath, poiesai agathon, to do a good thing, or, and we get the compound verb kakapoiesai, to do a bad thing, to do ill, to do bad, to do ill, I should say. To save a life, or apoptenai, to kill. This is an aorist infinitive. These are both aorist infinitives. Hoi de et siopone, this is from siopao. To be silent, there's two words in Greek for silence, both of them are alpha contract. Siopao and sigao, this is siopao, so you get an on ending, this is the imperfect, and it contracts, would give you an omega. So, but they were silent. And looking around them, met orgas, with anger, aorist participle here. Another present participle, lupe is the word for grief, so being grieved, being upset, epi at the porosis. This is a third declension noun ending in is, so this is the dative. So it's feminine, at the hardness of their hearts. Lege, historic present, he says to the man, ektanon, this is an aorist imperative. So from ektano, stretch out your hand, and he stretched it out, and his hand, apokat estate, this is a very late, quite rare verb, and very late. It's from apo plus kata plus histemi. It means to restore. This is the aorist passive. But you'll notice it's got double augment. It's got two augments here, one there from the apo, and one there after the kata. So quite a strange form, and well, that's what it is. You get double augment. So his hand was restored. And the Pharisees, having gone out immediately, there's our mythos again, with the Herodians, not quite sure who these were, possibly Hellenists, that is, Jews who were Hellenized, who fitted in with the Hellenistic way of life, which had happened in Israel at this time. You had the conservative Jews, and you had many Jews who were Hellenized, that is, they'd taken over the customs and practices of Greek thought and life. Etidun, now there's a textual problem here. Some manuscripts read epoiun. We'll have to just take this idiomatically. It's literally they were giving counsel against him. Matthew uses lambano. They took counsel against him, so they gave counsel against him, so that, this is from Apollumi, aorist subjunctive, they might destroy him. And kaihoiesus, and Jesus, and our main verb here is anakorio. So this is a good classical word, anakorio. It means can be used of an army withdrawing. Here it just means to go up country, so to withdraw. So Jesus withdrew with his disciples to the sea. Kai polupleithos, and a great multitude from Galilee, and we have in square brackets, so it's not in all the ancient manuscripts, followed him. And the sense here is a little bit, the sentence is all quite rambling. We have to understand this pleithos polu up here, so a great multitude from Judea and from Jerusalem and from Idumea and beyond the Jordan and around Tyre and Sidon. That great multitude, which is singular, but now we get a plural participle. The grammar's all a bit all over the shop here. It's often referred to as constructio ad sensum. That is, the grammar's not quite right, but the meaning is perfectly clear. So they, hearing as many things as he was doing, they came to him. And he said to his disciples, hina that. This use of hina is commonly used only in later Greek. In classical Greek, you have the infinitive would be used after some verb of command. But it's literally, he said to his disciples that. So he told his disciples to, and the verb is pros katario, which normally means to stand ready or to devote oneself to. Here perhaps to make ready, so that they might make ready a ploiarion. Ploion is a boat. This is the diminutive, and Mark is very fond of diminutive forms, and so this is a diminutive from ploion, a boat. This is ploiarion, a little boat. So he gave orders to his disciples that they might make ready a boat for him. On account of the crowd, hiname, lest they press hard upon him. This is from Philibo. Lest they press hard upon him. For he healed many, hosti plus infinitive, so that, now the epipipto is to press close upon, which is a classical meaning. So that they pressed close upon him. It's really the same as this verb here, but so it's just variation of verbs here, but they have really similar meanings. So for he healed many, so that they pressed hard upon him, in order that hapsontai is from haptomai, to touch. This is the aorist subjunctive, that they might touch, it takes a genitive, they might touch him, they who are as many as had mastigas. Well, this is illnesses or diseases. It's used in both classical Greek and later Greek of diseases. The word itself actually means whips, And this is part of this idea that being sick meant that some kind of divine punishment for sin was placed upon you. So this is they had illnesses, but it's seen in terms of like a whip, like a punishment. So this is a third declension now. Mastix is a whip, but here in the sense of punishments. And the unclean spirits, literally the spirits, the unclean ones, whenever they saw him, from Theorio, prosepipton, this is from prospipto, to fall at one's feet. So they fell at the feet for him, and crying out, saying, there's hoti recitative again, don't translate it, Sue, you are hop, Theos to Theou, you are the Son of God. And epetima, that's an imperative from epitimao, to rebuke, and pola adverbial muchly. So greatly, he rebuked them greatly, it takes a dative. Hiname, in order that they might not literally make him phaneron, well, visible, or make him plain, make it plain that he was Theos to Theou. And that's a good place to finish.